Well, look what the trash man dragged in. I'm back with another empties video. It's my go-to whenever I feel weird about getting back in front of a camera. I don't know what else to do or how I want to go about it. I do an empties video, and tomorrow is my trash day. So I'm gonna go through this as quickly as humanly possible. Starting off with something I'm so happy I emptied. This is Lataffa Affection or Love. This is another Kayali pistachio gelato. I went through the Care Pistachio one. I didn't sell it because it already had a big dent. And then this one I was stuck with because I couldn't see the fill line on it, so I couldn't even sell it. So I did finally finish it. This was a big bottle and it took me forever to go through. I like this scent way more than Care Pistachio, way more than even Yum Gelato when I first got it. But then after I finished Care Pistachio, I was like, I can't possibly do another fragrance with this DNA. So it just took me forever. I did like it for a long time, and then eventually I just got tired of it because it had been done. It had been overdone. It had been overdone for me. So thank you, RIP. I'm very happy to get rid of it. Then I have Clean Classic. This is another one that this is better suited as a home fragrance. I don't think that I should have ever gotten this as like a fragrance for me. It ended up being used on my curtains, on my bed, on my couch, around the house, but we did finally empty it. It's exactly what it sounds like, warm cotton. It smells like clean laundry, still kind of warm from the dryer. Very fitting name. Very simple, uncomplicated scent, but not something that I needed as a EDP or a perfume for me. Then I have, this is another one, Dossier Woody Sage. I couldn't tell you. I bought this before the pandemic, and it's kind of just been rolling from like my shelf to my husband's shelf to the bathroom. It's just been rolling around the house, and finally I looked and there was like a use and a half left, and I just put it in the bathroom. I feel like inspired by a Joe Malone fragrance. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't repurchase this. Two fragrances that have actually, I'm pretty sure both been upsized. Irish Rainfall from Genre Parfums. I'm pretty sure this is their like Irish Tweed. I could be wrong. I'm not for sure. I got this from my husband. Is that what it's called? It's a Creed fragrance. I know that. He loved this one, and I'm pretty sure he already upsized this to either a 30 or a 50 ml. And this one is my personal favorite. This is Aquamarine, inspired by Ex Nihilo's Blue Talisman, not the Extrait, the original one. I love this so much. I almost resented buying it for him because he loved it so much, because I wanted to wear it all the time. But I think with this upcoming genre window, August 14th, I think it is, I think I'm gonna get my own bottle. And I'm very tempted to get it in a 100 or a 50 ml. I know. I said I wasn't gonna get any more 100 mls and all that, but this is one that A, so many people use it, enjoy it, and B, just smells so good that I want to have it all the time. I did get a body oil from Sweet Alchemy, inspired by Blue Talisman as well, that I love wearing all the time, but he already upsized this one, and I want to upsize it for my own collection. Then we have, this is Campfire Glow Nights from Glow and Peace Skincare Factory. This is a body and hair mist. I really like this. My kid uses sometimes. This is, I think, inspired by the Bath and Body Works that was like discontinued for like ages. Fire Glow or Bonfire Glow. Bonfire Nights, something like that. Really, I think that you should check out Glow and Peace Skincare Factory because they have a huge selection. It's a small woman-owned, Black woman-owned business, and I finished the body butter in my previous empty, and I just finished the body and hair mist, and I really did like it. It's like a sweet, I don't want to say smoky, but it is like a toasted marshmallow. There's like other notes in there that I don't quite pick up on them, but it is to me mostly like a toasty marshmallow. Then I actually have 3 Aspiring Aroma products. I have 2 of the room sprays and 1 of the body oils. So this was from the first batch. This was from the tester batch that they released in the very beginning before they started actually producing and carrying them all the time in different scents. This is the What the Fluff body oil tester. I really like this. From the tester batch, I had no notes. I am somebody that is kind of weird about certain textures, but at the same time I like slather whatever it is, body oil, bombs all over before bed only, after a shower. And I didn't feel like this stayed super greasy, didn't stain my sheets or clothes. I believe this one is the same texture, maybe slightly thicker than the one that's carried now. I don't know if they ended up changing anything about the formula from what I recall, but the scent was really strong. Did absorb into the skin eventually. Like, it wasn't something that stayed like super slick and greasy for a long time. And the same can be said about the formula that they have now. So I really like this, and I already have a 4 ounce of the What the Fluff body oil. Then I have 2 room sprays. My first love, which was the first one released, this is Blooming Tea. I was kind of antsy about this one because it's supposed to be Earl Grey, tea, and rose. I pick up on almost no rose, which I'm glad for. I feel like it's there in the background, but this is mostly like it's like you bulk brewed a bunch of Earl Grey or black tea in general, and then maybe for decoration put some like dried rose petals in it or something like that, just for. This is my favorite, and I was not expecting to love this one as much as I did. I thought that I was actually going to like Midnight Munchies way more. This is actually my least favorite. I still love it, and I still have a backup of it because I like using these so much because they're so strong and they're very potent. But this to me smells not like a milky cereal or anything. It smells like specifically the yellow Fruit Loops, and I love that, but I was expecting more of like a cereal and milk. But now when I'm thinking about it, like a milky scent for my house in the summer sounds absolutely disgusting. So I am kind of glad that it is just like the yellow Fruit Loop. That's what I pick up on it, at least. I do already have a backup of this. I have a backup of all of them except the actual What the Fluff one. I really love these. They're super potent for the car, for the house. I'll spray it on one side of the house and you can smell it throughout my entire house. So I will keep repurchasing this. They are so affordable, and I think they updated the packaging to glass with a different sprayer. Even though I really like these, I think that they're so convenient to throw in your purse or to go, whatever. They're just really convenient, but they did upgrade the packaging, and a lot of people the new packaging as well. Then moving on to, I have some samples here. This is Vanille Sugar from Alchemy Bath and Beauty. This is another woman-owned brand. They've been around for a long time, and I'm kind of late, but I found them in one of the Facebook groups, and now I have 3 full-size 300 ml bottles from Alchemy Bath and Beauty that are absolutely so wonderful. This is just a sample I got with, I think, an order of tea cakes from them. This, I'm pretty sure, was just like a really pretty, a sugary, fluffy vanilla. Sample's completely gone. Pretty straightforward, exactly like what the name suggests. I really like this one, and I would consider getting like a travel of it at least, but that was really sweet to find in my order. And then I have Sweet Alchemy's Of the Woods body oil. I want to do a video on Sweet Alchemy as well. That's another brand that I kind of, as soon as I tried my first product from them, I kind of went crazy, and I have now a lot of Sweet Alchemy body oils. They are so potent. They're super fragrant, but my favorite thing is that I don't get like the texture ick from them because I don't know if they claim that they're a dry oil. I should know this, but I don't know if they're saying that they are a dry oil. But to me, that's the type of oil that I like because it fully absorbs. Like, it doesn't leave a very thick film on your skin. I feel like as many pumps as you do on your hand and you rub it into, like I do one area of the body at a time, it completely soaks in. I feel like I don't have to wait for it to dry up a little bit, or like there's not a lot of residue just floating on top of my skin. So that's the main reason why. Of the Woods is really nice, just like a soft woody, as the name suggests, scent. I don't know what all the notes on this are, and it was a sample that I kind of just had rolling around the bathroom for a little bit, but I want to talk more about Sweet Alchemy I want to do like a brand specific video for all of my favorite brands. Like, okay, I have a Bath and Body Works Book Loft. This is officially my last Book Loft body product. I have a spray, a body mist left. When this first came out, I went kind of crazy because from what I understood, this is supposed to be close, a cousin maybe, long distance relative to L'Eau Papier, which is one of my favorite diptyque fragrances, really just fragrances in general, year-round fragrances. So when I saw that they were coming out with this, I would say it's like, I don't know, I see where they were going with this being like Low Papier. I really don't even care. I just love this scent. I don't care how close to Low Papier it is. But I kind of went crazy, and I did eventually sell one set of them, but this is my last body product in this scent. I really like this, and I hope that they keep this year round, because this is like a year round scent for me. This is not season exclusive, perfect for bed, perfect when you don't know what to layer with, or when you're just looking for something neutral that's not gourmand, it's not fresh, it's not super loud. This is kind of just like a perfect scent for that. Then we have European Perfumes. This is their whipped 100% shea butter. I love this, specifically in the whipped variety. This is the Born in Roma Green Extravaganza from Valentino, their impression of it. I love European Perfumes. Again, specifically with these whipped sheas. This is the kind of texture that I like. This is a little bit thicker, but it does absorb, and it doesn't stay very balmy or Vaseline-like on skin at all. This really is like a whip shea. Like when you look at a brand new one, the texture of it is so satisfying. But again, it absorbs relatively quickly. What I love the most is that I didn't get it in 2 or 3 times the strength, and the scent was so strong. Of course, I love layering it with Valentino and other scents that were like that, maybe like a tea scent, a citrus scent. Those were my favorite to go with this. But I have Happy Dust, and this is inspired by Narcotica's Happy Dust. This was a balm from Fragrant Body Oils with a Z. I found this in the Facebook group, and then I kind of went down a little bit of a rabbit hole. They have a lot. They offer so many different varieties, whether it's like, I think they have soaps, body washes, deodorants, EDPs, oils. I got a balm, and I feel like lasted forever, and that was with 2 people using this. My husband uses to shave all the time. I used it only as a body butter, but or a body balm. This one is a little bit of a thicker texture for me. I feel like it took me so long to go through it, because for full body application in the summer, it's just a little bit thicker of a balm than I prefer. But if you love thick balms and that's something that you're specifically looking for, I highly suggest that you check out these balms as well. The scents on them were nice. I did feel like they were a little bit light until you actually applied them and they like warmed up on your skin, but like from the container, I felt like it was a pretty light scent. But again, they have a huge, like a crazy huge variety of scents. So if you're somebody that's into having like a full routine in a scent, you should check them out. Bath & Body Works Snowflakes and Cashmere. I think this is one of my favorite like fall winter scents last year. I have one more of these to go through. I think this was probably one of my favorites from last year. Vanilla Cashmere Cream, Caramel Woods, and Frosted Clementine. I don't know about the clementine, but it definitely smells like a cashmere kind of scent. Very soft and subtle, layers so nicely. And also felt like it made me like a little bit sleepy too. I like wearing this one before bed, but I have one more of these to go through, and then that'll be my last one. I hope they bring it back this year, because I really like that scent. Saltaire Saltwater Vanilla. Okay, so I don't love Saltwater Vanilla, the scent, but I do love the Saltaire multi-lipid body butters. My favorite, hands down, is Driftwood, which you'll see later on in the video. That is my favorite Saltaire scent ever. I know that they recently came out with a Way St. Bart's inspired called like Coral Coast or something like that, and then a Charosa 62 inspired Soleil Shea, I think. Either way, I would get those if, again, I didn't have to make a huge dent in the body care I already have. I would check those out, but I like Saltwater Vanilla. My favorite thing is the texture of these. I don't care. I could, you know, put a fragrance on top or a body oil, which is fine. I like Saltwater Vanilla, but it just wasn't like my favorite. Driftwood is my favorite. But the texture of these, you know, for something that's easily accessible that you can get at the drugstore, at Ulta, online, size 10 ounces too. So I feel like this is a good segueing into body care. Driftwood, as I just mentioned, I have 2. I think this is like our 6th bottles of these. Driftwood is my favorite scent. It is woody. It reminds me of like being in like a spa or like a relaxing space, something like that, where it's just like, I feel like I can go with anything year round. I feel happy using it. I like the way that it makes the entire bathroom smell. I don't think I'll ever stop repurchasing the Driftwood scent from Saltaire. I have a body butter of this to go through, I think, still, and then I'm officially out of Driftwood, so I can't let that happen because this is my favorite. So I'll probably just keep repurchasing. I have some that I'm kind of like indifferent about. I have 3 of these Dove men care body washes. I have 2 of the sandalwood and cardamom oil. I like these more, surprisingly, than this fig and cedarwood one. I thought fig and cedarwood was gonna be my favorite. Unfortunately, it was more like a dry wood than anything else. They put this big, beautiful, luscious fig in the front, and I was really hoping that it was gonna be like a juicy fig, but it was like more of like a dry, woody fig, I guess. I don't know. It was fine. I wouldn't repurchase this one. Sandalwood and cardamom oil, they're fine. This one I had in my last empties as well. This is a cereal griller from Old Spice, the hilarious charred mushroom. What the charred marshmallow, Jason Voorhees hockey horror mask body wash. This smells nothing like marshmallows to me. This smells like vanilla frosting or buttercream or something like that. I obviously bought into it because of the theming. Again, this was my last backup. I think I had bought 2 of them. This was the last one. I really hope they bring this back because I want this in my shower just for the theme. Very ridiculous, but I did like the body wash as well, but it's literally like a bright blue men's body wash that's supposed to smell like marshmallows, and I thought that was hysterical. Future Society Solar Canopy. I got this for free when I got my order of Wandering Rain. This one really threw me for a loop because I normally don't love florals, but I'm pretty sure this is like a rose, like a woody rose scent. The notes are not on here, I don't think, but I got this for free as a gift with purchase, and I actually really quite like this, and I would consider buying a different gentle body cleanser from Future Society because this one really impressed me. How fragrant it was, and it wasn't super stripping either. Sometimes when they're like super fragranced and that's like the main focus of the product, like it kind of lacks in lather or moisturizing, but that wasn't the case with this. I really, really like this one. Continuing with body care, I have this golden vanilla. A lot of people love this scent from Athena. This is my least favorite of the ones that I've tried. It's not bad, but this is the Athena golden vanilla full body deo dry spray. People were saying this smelled like narcotic as happy dust. I have quite a few dupes or inspired by happy dust scents, and this to me did not smell like happy dust. Maybe I just got a bad one. Golden vanilla is my least favorite. My number 1 is Love Letter, so if I, instead of emptying this one, would have gotten this in the Love Letter, I would definitely say that I'd be repurchasing it. The product itself is functional, like it serves its purpose. I just didn't love the scent, and it made me like not want to reach for it a ton. Like it was fine, but I wouldn't repurchase that scent. Sol de Janeiro Rio Dio, absolutely the not. It is so hot. I'm extremely sweaty. I work out. I live in a hot, humid climate. I cannot pull this off, especially in like these very strong, like perfumey scents. You would think that would be a good thing, but absolutely not. This just made me smell bad. It took me forever to go through it because I would only apply it at night before bed. And then in the morning, I would have to apply an actual antiperspirant because this is only a deodorant. So, I mean, it doesn't have aluminum or anything in it. This is, I'm pretty sure after 40, the Sol de Janeiro 40. This is Black Amber Plum and Vanilla Woods. I don't know why I thought that would smell good on my pits, but yeah, it took me forever to go through this. It is refillable, so that's cool. So I'm thinking about just like maybe popping this one out and maybe giving it to my kid with a refill, but I would never repurchase this. For everyday, like an active life, there's no way. There's no way. This Mitchum one, same thing, fuck no. This is the men's 48 sweat and odor protection unscented, but it is a roller. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. This just stayed damp forever. And that has to be one of the most uncomfortable feelings when you feel like your armpits are just like damp and they just stay like that. I did go through it. This is an unscented version, which again, I don't know why I got this, but I won't be repurchasing that. Gonna go into some skincare. Gascar Centella Water Fit Sun Serum SPF 50. Love the sunscreen. Everybody in my house used it. It took forever to go through. I feel like the consistency was so thin that it just spread. It spread really well. I don't remember it making anybody's eyes water. If I didn't have 3 sunscreens to go through already, I would repurchase this one. Everybody liked it. Speaking of sun care, this is SPF 50 Members Mark sunscreen spray. I love this one. We got in like a 3-pack at Sam's Club. I love this one primarily, yes, it's SPF 50, water resistant for 80 minutes, but I love the scent of it the most. However, The banana sunscreen scent is beautiful. However, if you don't spray this with something down on the floor, wherever you're spraying it, like if you're spraying it indoors, you're gonna eat shit. It turned my bathroom into a slip and slide when my kids sprayed it and didn't realize how greasy it was. It does absorb eventually, but if it stays like on your hard floor, it is going to be a slip and slide. That was a very close call, but I do have 2 more of these to go through. Now we just know to put something down on the floor or just spray it outside where you're not gonna slip and fall, because it was left a little bit of a greasy finish on the floors. So just be careful. CeraVe, the Renewing Salicylic Acid Cleanser. I repurchased this probably like 20 times. I'm not really picky with facial cleansers as long as they don't like super strip my skin or leave me feeling super dry and tight. I'm cool with it. I've purchased this so many times, but I think that they're being sued. I don't know. Something happened. I don't know what ingredient or what product it was, so I don't know if I'm going to run out and get this right away, which is unfortunate because their anti-dandruff or their dandruff shampoo is my favorite. It has really, I feel like, has made a difference in my hair. So I don't know how far that goes with that whole situation, but I did really like this and I've repurchased it so many times. I just don't know if I can repurchase it again. Joseon, this is their Red Bean Refreshing Pore Mask. Again, another product that everybody liked. You could use it as a mask. An exfoliating product, which unfortunately I am a sucker for. I still like physical exfoliation. I love the sensation of physical exfoliation. Even though I'm using tretinoin, I'm not supposed to physically exfoliate, but I still crave the feeling of an exfoliant, a physical one. I love this. It smelled really nice. It worked really well as a mask and as like a super gentle exfoliator. This Kiehl's Ultra Facial Meltdown Recovery Cream. This is a medicated with 1% colloidal oatmeal skin protectant. I really like this. It was really small. Even though it was kind of potent, I really liked using this. I feel like this would have been a good product to have after I started tretinoin, especially around like my nose or spots that I'm kind of getting like these little dry spots on my face. I really did like this. But for the size, I'm not sure what the price of this was, but for the size of it, I'm not gonna run out and get it. I'm really happy with the molecular mesh that I'm using right now. So I think I'm just gonna use that one for a little bit before I go out and repurchase any others. Ulla Henriksen, this is the Truth Banana Bright Eye Cream. I have said this a million times, but for some reason still purchase eye creams. I don't think eye creams make that big of a difference unless it's specifically as a like skincare for makeup prep. I normally just use whatever moisturizer I'm using for my neck and my face. I just lightly put it under my eyes as well. I will say that when I was using this during the daytime before makeup, I feel like because it had that yellow tint to it, it did kind of like color correct my under eye just a tad. So for that, I really liked it, but I wouldn't buy an eye cream specifically for that unless I didn't have any more under eye correctors to use anymore, than maybe 2 birds with 1 stone kind of thing. But I wouldn't run out and get this. I really like Ulla Henriksen's, their peptide lip treatment, but I wouldn't run out and get this right away. The Madagascar Centella Quick Calming Pad. I really like these after a shower while I was doing everything else. I really like just popping these on my face for a little bit until I was ready for bed, and then was starting to fall asleep and take them off. I really like these. I feel like they did calm the redness down just a little bit. I'm not buying any more pads, treatments, serums, or anything until I finish the skincare that I have, which I'm kind of using as body care right now because I'm using tretinoin, and I'm planning on getting a prescription for azelaic acid as well, to use those like daytime and nighttime. And then I really don't want to keep a constant stock of skincare at all times. Like I already have that in other categories, and I'm not trying to fuck with my skin like that too much. So I did like these. I would repurchase them if I wasn't already using, and the Dr. Dennis Gross pads, I'm using those. So I can't keep buying like pad and skincare pads for no reason, even though those were really nice and refreshing. La Roche-Posay, this is the Cicaplast B5 spray. Husband liked this. I like this. I'm not going to run out and get this. I don't think anybody's really missing it. This is supposed to be a soothing, repairing concentrate to help repair skin barrier. 24-hour hydration, instantly smooths. That's really nice. And I do like that it's in a spray instead of having to like either put your fingers in a jar or spread it with your fingers. I do think that having like a spray-on moisturizer is really cool. So I think everybody really liked this. But again, it's not something that I'm going to run out and repurchase immediately. And then really quick, Naturium, this is their azelaic acid, topical acid 10%. I'm just gonna get a prescription for it. Won't be repurchasing that. L'Oreal Everpure Sulfate Color Care Moisture 21. This is a leave-in, okay? 21 in 1. It's a leave-in. I really like it. Very simple. I'm not really picky with leave-ins as long as they don't weigh my hair down, but actually moisturize my hair. I'm cool, especially if it has any kind of like heat protectant, which it does say it has. I really liked it for that purpose. So I would consider repurchasing it, especially considering I like the other products in this line. The L'Oreal Elvive Hyaluron Plump. I've repurchased this so many times. I think I've included it in every empties video over the last year. I get the huge ones, the liters from whatever big box store we're shopping at, and everybody likes it. The smell of these L'Oreal products of the Elvive line are so good. And I feel like that's like another reason why I keep repurchasing them, because they smell so good, but they actually work really well as well. So I will be repurchasing this. In addition to that one, this conditioner has seen some things, but I also went through the same line, Hyaluron Plump hydrating conditioner. I don't know what happened, but something happened. Good thing it's getting thrown away tonight. But I really like these, and we've kept repurchasing them since we found them. Another product that I was very thrilled with was this Pantene volume. I mean, I'm sure you can guess where I'm going with this. I was trying to do like the whole Abby Young method thing. I'm very inconsistent, so I cannot say whether or not it worked for me, because I'm just too inconsistent with using all of the products all of the time. So whatever, but I really did like this shampoo. I feel like it is clarifying, but not clarifying and stripping, but not in the sense of like my hair feels like hay afterwards. One of these types of shampoos, I always follow up with something that's a little bit more of like a hydrating, moisturizing, nourishing shampoo anyways, as you'll see later on in the video. But yeah, I did already repurchase this, really liked it, and I really love the smell as well. And that's always a big thing for me. The way that things smell is very important. As an example, I would follow up with this Lola and Rio. This is the Nourishing Repair Shampoo. I really like this. And again, another brand that does really good smelling hair products. This is a nourishing one. So like I said, I would follow this Pantene one up with something like this to kind of feel like it put a little bit more moisture back into my hair after using either a clarifying or a one of those chelating hard water shampoos that I'm using right now. This is another Elvive product. Look at the hard water. You can quite literally see how hard the water is. This is a L'Oreal Elvive Total Repair Power Restore. This can be used as a leave-in or as like a deep conditioner in the shower. Leave it on for a couple minutes. Again, another really good smelling product. I really just like this line. I don't know. I like this. I would repurchase it. This is a 23-ounce jar, and I think it was under $10. So that's another thing. Cost per ounce kind of thing. The OGX Bond Repair. Again, this looks really gross. I actually quite like this Bond Repair pre-shampoo. I would just put this in my hair before I showered, along with the coconut oil. Sprayed in my hair, just tie it up while I did an everything shower, and then rinse it out, followed up with my normal shampoo and conditioner. I really like this. I might repurchase this. This one surprised me that I liked it so much. I didn't think it was really gonna do anything for me, but I feel like it made detangling my hair in the shower a lot easier as well. Weightless Hydrating Oil Mist. I like this one because it's not as heavy as the one that comes in the little not spray version. So I did really like this one, that I didn't feel like it weighed my hair down. Then I have the Bond Repair. This is a 450-degree heat protectant. I really just care about the heat protectant. If it smells good, that's awesome. If it has any other benefits, that's awesome. I really just care about heat protection, because even though I only do it once a week, I feel like I put a lot of heat on my hair, because I haven't mastered at 30 years old straightening my hair like small section by small section. So because of that, I feel like I do multiple passes, causing further damage to my hair. So really the fact that this is just up to $4.50 is really great. And I think I would repurchase. I think I saw a 2-pack at Sam's or one of those stores. And then really quick random, unscented, sensitive skin shaving cream. I love unscented things for stuff like that. For shaving is great. Husband's beard conditioning oil. We've repurchased this 500 trillion times. It's his favorite. Euthymol toothpaste in the morning when I want to have my coffee. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait 30 minutes after I've brushed my teeth to drink my coffee because of the fluoride or what have you. So I feel like this is like a happy medium first thing in the morning. I really like it. I like the taste. I like the way it makes my mouth feel. It doesn't feel like super dry. It doesn't have fluoride though, so just know that. Yeah, but I would possibly repurchase it. Very random bits and bobs here. Walmart $1.99 hand sanitizer, very sleek and handy and doesn't cost $20, so maybe I'd repurchase it. This ColourPop eyebrow gel was awful. It left a white, like little white bits all over, like what the tip looks like. That's what it would leave all over my eyebrows that are very dark. So I would not repurchase that one. NYX, the Marshmallow Primer. I had this for a really long time and I finally just went through it. It's fine. It's like that, like, not the silicone. It's between like a moisturizer and like one of those silicone, like a professional kind of texture from back in the day. I liked it. I wouldn't repurchase. I don't love silicone-y products like that. For primer especially. It's just hot and sweaty and they don't work for me. Very randomly, I always have eye drops just because I like using eye drops. I feel like, especially after wearing like heavy eye makeup, I love flushing my eyes out with some saline drops. Omega-3 fish oil, burpless, lemon flavor. I don't know. We bought those 100 times. And the wax that came with my wax warmer. I already repurchased a different wax. I wouldn't repurchase these specifically because I feel like I had to do multiple passes, but that was also before I knew how to properly wax. So yeah, that is everything. That's everything I've used up recently. If you stayed through to the end, you're a champ. But I personally love watching empties as background noise when I'm folding clothes, washing my makeup brushes, doing the dishes. You motivated to empty some of your own products because I fucking love empties, and I know what I really need to do next is do a huge project pan or first in, first out method for body care especially. It's like on the endless growing list of to-do things that I would like to do on my channel. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.